Hello, do you hear me? Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm so glad to come here to presentation. My presentation subject is the prevention of human trafficking in Taiwan. My name is this is my Chinese name, Lo Chico. If you like to, you can call me Joseph or Chico. Sorry. Yeah. I'm a young volunteers come from the Good Shepherd Social Welfare Service Foundation, Taiwan. And to prevent the young from being trafficked, we can work with the young in the church and work with the young group in the Good Shepherd Foundation, advocate awareness of anti-human trafficking among the university students, campus advocates. To do this, we can make every effort to let them know the situations so that they understand the need and the nature of the prevention of the human trafficking in Taiwan, but the problems we face here. The number of trafficked persons survived by Good Shepherd's shelter in 119 persons. Government building run by the Good Shepherd Foundation since October 2009 to July 2014, so we are studied. So we have the labor trafficked, the man is 16.6 and the female is 14.5, total is 120. And the sex trafficked is man is 0 and the female is 17 and total is 17. So you can see total is 119. And from different countries and countries of origin of the victims, Indonesia 75, China 44, Vietnam 28, and Bangladesh 23, Cambodia 11, in India 4, and Pakistan 3, Thailand 2, so total is 119 from different countries. In the shelter, the victims are given all the help possible so that they can run adjust to society, medical counseling, skill training, and recreation facility, etc. And protection well done is also a means of prevention. Now we can see this picture is in an immigrant, and the packing strap, and the right of the migrant workers counseling and the consulting, and the physical examination, birthday party. And 17 girls are sexy victims. One girl, 20 years old, was introduced to a nice-look young man. She applied for her Cambodia passport and they were married in Vietnam. After reaching Taiwan, her passport was taken away and she was driven to a hotel and forced into the prostitution. She was transferred to different hotels every 3 months. She was forced prostitution for 5 years, after which she was very tired. A customer who had sex with her felt sorry for her and helped to report to police. The police investigated the hotel and she was saved and sheltered in Good Shepherd. But nobody knew who took her money, who rented the room where she stayed in. We could get any compensations for her 5 years forced labor. And this is physically exercise. One shelter offers the individual service in order to protect the victims who were trafficked. We would like to share we once surveyed male victims from Bangladesh who were deceived being graded jobs in Taiwan. They came as tourists and were very afraid they would be caught. So throughout their stay and they were paid very little, not enough to eat, and slept on the floor in the factory. The victims were forced to leave, and their wives and children lived without heart and finances for support, but could only try to survive by themselves. After they were saved and lived in our shelter. One man shared with tears in his eyes that his wife and children were starving and sick. But in our shelter, they had compassion and good paying jobs. So when they went back, they were very happy. We have the stories of a fisherman who jumped off the boat and swam ashore, seeks for help. This is a complicated problem involving many countries. In Taiwan, we are making every effort to see how to prevent this kind of trafficking. Cambodia fishermen are recruited in Cambodia and they work for foreign boat owners. From what we hear, in Cambodia, a young mother with a child will be the ones to approach the men, telling them that there were jobs available. This man believed the woman with children and they were brought direct to the high seas to work as fishermen. But in the high seas, they were beaten and forced to work long hours, and some died. And these two examples from the global catch modern day slave fishermen is from Tanaganita from the Malaysia Foundation's 2009. We were a bit frequently, but the tie crown on the back of the head and across the back. The captain had a gun on the shore, on the Swakara. We saw the Thai captain decapitate a Vietnamese fisherman, and another Thai captain decapitated a Thai fisherman, 19-year-old victim from Cambodia. My boss used to, this is another example, sorry. My boss used to bad word toward me, beat me, force me to do hard work, and threatened me that if I braved to Rome, he would shoot me, and there were a lot of big waves in the sea. It was not safe. A worker died because he fell into the sea, and my boss knew it as well. But he didn't return the boat to save him, 21-year-old victims from Cambodia. Okay. This picture is the same essence from the global catch, the modern day slave fishermen. And the purpose of the victims who report witness a murder by the boat captains. 41 say no, but 59 say yes. We call them the migrant fishermen, but when the NGO Tanaganita made the study, and the fishermen are young people, for example, 19 and 21 years old, and had already worked sometimes in the high seas. How can we prevent young people from becoming victims? I have three recommendations. First of all, prevention work within a country is not enough, not effective. The victims come from another countries to be effective in prevention work. We receive the country must work together with the countries where the victims come from. In the case of the migrant fishermen, they come from Cambodia and work on foreign ships. Young people from Cambodia must know that it's very dangerous to go direct to the high seas. There is no advice that you were on the boat. The captain can throw you into the seas, and no one or have the evidence. In university, students in Cambodia are involved with factors from Malaysia, Taiwan, Thailand. We are very sure that the villagers in the rural areas will be aware of the dangers of being trafficked. Second recommendation, We recommend that we also educate the young mothers and the families. It was young mother who told them about the work of the becoming fisherman. People trust the woman, especially a woman with her child. To prevent the young woman from being used, we need to educate the woman on the harm and the pain that these fishermen suffered. Did this young mother know the age of the two fishermen, and they were only 19 and 21 years old and had spent some 2 years in the high seas already? That's the one. Young people, including middle school and high school students, are full of ideas. When they become the concerned of the caring about others, they have ideas and quick on the computer, raising awareness with using media technology. We need to motivate and guide them, and they will motivate others to prevent the human trafficking of young people. I'm so grateful that I can attend this symposium. I feel that I can work with the young people and help the Good Shepherd Foundation in Taiwan to prevent the human trafficking of young people and women. Once we know how they being tricked and lured into the prostitution or trafficking, we can educate those we are at risk. Thank you for your kind attention.